No long intros, no annoying advertisements. I'm Shield Maiden, and I'm going to help you master the Desert Perpetual. This raid is unlike anything we have ever seen in Destiny 2 before. It's non-linear, meaning you can do the 3 encounters in any order and then defeat the final boss. Feel free to use the timestamps to jump to the encounter you need and then go kick some Vex booty. Upon loading in, you'll need to kill ads and find the purple tower in the middle of the hub. Find the entrance from the ground to take a lift up to the top of the purple tower. Here, you'll be able to activate the door to an encounter. The points of the tower indicate where the encounter is. You'll need to activate every encounter every time you finish one. Have fun jumping! Epoptes. Split into 3 teams, left, right, and center. Kill ads and then the 2 Cyclops that appear. Killing the Cyclops spawns the buff Cyclical Temporality, which is needed for the left and right room mechanics. Those players should step up on the plates at the same time to receive the buff. Left and right room. 1 person for mechanics and 1 for ad clear. Stay in the beam of light from the Hydra shield. While in the light, your buff timer freezes, you can read the panels, and you can shoot eyes. You're reading the panel and making the call out for the other room, not yours. Shoot the eye called out from the opposite room. You should be able to get up to 4 out of the 6 eyes, but if you get less, that's okay. At this point, you should hear a call out from middle that lets you know which point of the triangle to shoot. The triangle is located directly above the boss. Once shot, return to the middle to kill the Cyclops and reapply the buff from the plate. Go back into the room, get the call out for the 5th eye, then shoot the 6th eye and the center where the light is coming from. This will kill the Hydra in the room. Once dead, book it to center and quickly get into the beam of light from the boss shield and shoot it immediately to start the transition into damage phase. While all the things are going on in the left and right room, here's what you do for middle. Clear ads until the 2 Cyclops spawn and kill them. There's an audio cue, and that's when you should grab your buff from the plate. Stand in the beam of light coming from center boss's shield and call out the non-lit point of the triangle on the pillar facing the room you're calling out for. Your room person should shoot this eye above their Hydra. As you make your call out, you should also be listening for the other center player's call out. Shoot the 2 eyes that they did not call out. You're shooting these eyes on their pillar, not yours. Continue clearing ads and then wait for DPS. Damage phase. Stand at the right of the hump, shown here, and then over the course of DPS, the boss will randomly call out for 2 guardians 3 separate times. Everyone will be cycled through, so everyone needs to know what to do. Go to the beam of light you see from the shield and stay in it while it rotates. Do this as fast as possible to ensure the team can keep doing damage. Eyes will appear on the shield. While staying in the beam, shoot the eyes out as quickly as possible and then the beam itself. This will break the shield. You have 3 damage phases to kill the boss.
Go, go.
I'll make grand overture noises.
The Wyvern, Iatros. Of all the encounters, this is the easiest. You need 1 runner, 2 ad clear, and 3 shooters. It's helpful to have ad clear bait the boss away from the shooters. To start, group up on the blue plate to kill the Minotaurs. They each drop a chronon that needs to be picked up and ran through the ring in the middle to fill the hourglass. The color of the ring tells the runner where the platforms will be, as well as where the boss will teleport when damage phase hits. Once the hourglass is filled, shoot the Vex cube beneath it. The shooters are going to use the rhythm from the encounter, which is called Diastole, to help build platforms for the runner. There should be 1 shooter per tower of the Vex structures that get shot from bottom to top. The rhythm is as follows: beat, beat, jump, shoot. The rhythm continues the entire encounter. To give the runner time, shoot the cubes on every other fill of Diastole. The runner goes to the plate, grabs the buff from the plate, and begins to climb. On every 3rd platform, there will be a Vex structure to activate. Ad clear should try to help the runner kill the imps, as you cannot activate the structure if you're taking damage. Once all 3 are hit, return to the beginning plate to start damage.
Yeah. Yep, it's gonna be DPS in a second.
That happens all of DPS.
Okay.
Do the damage and then rinse and repeat until the Wyvern's done.
Good Frank, John.
Nice, good job guys. Upon entering the arena, make note of where the confluxes are. You'll also want to decide on how your team is going to identify the rings in the middle. We used L1, L2, R1, R2, and then middle. It worked for us. Pick 3 people that will be getting the buffs from the plates later on in the encounter. You can also designate which people cover which portals. Move forward to start the encounter. Kill ads until the Hydra spawns, and then kill the Hydra to spawn the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs drop the Chronons that are used to power on the rings. Run through the rings to activate them. When they're all active, you kill the Wyverns and then the Hydra that spawns. That's when the plate team can grab their buffs. Read your buff and match it to one of the boss's names up above. One of the buff holders can align to their boss by interacting with the conflux underneath it. The unaligned buff holders, meaning the buff holders that did not go to the conflux and align, can see 2 blue rings each. They should call these out, and the non-buff holders should pick up more Chronons to run through the rings that are being called out. Once complete, the aligned buff holder can run through all 5 rings to receive the Vex detain bubble. One person should bait the laser, and the detain holder will use their grenade button to pop the detain bubble around the bait when their timer reaches 2 to 3 seconds.
2, 1, hit it. Nice.
The laser will rebound off of the bubble, breaking it and hitting the boss instead. This begins the damage phase. The boss spawns in the middle of the arena. Do damage as usual. During damage, players will see a buff at the top of their screen. One player needs to run through all 5 rings again to get the detain bubble. When the boss teleports away, have someone bait the laser again and use the bubble to shoot the laser back just like last time. This extends the damage phase and brings the boss back to the center. You can extend it 3 times per damage phase. And yes, you are able to do damage when the boss is teleported back to their platform. Rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Okay.
Too easy.
Boss time. Before you start, assign 3 players for constant, 2 players for cyclical, and 1 player for absolute. These are buffs that you're going to be picking up from plates in the encounter. Constant can see the colors of the mines and shoot the guns on the boss. Cyclical players can see genuine mines and pick the Chronons that drop from the mines to run through the ring. Absolute players can see the color of the ring that dictates what mine color needs to be shot, as well as shoot the mines. To start, activate the Vex Cube in the middle of the arena. Killing the 3 Hydras activate the buff plates. Constant is on the left, absolute is center, and cyclical is to the right. Everyone stands on the plates at the same time to receive the buff. 2 of the constant players should focus on ad clear and stopping the boss's giant laser from killing people. Shoot the guns on the boss to stop the laser. The last constant player is running with the absolute player and the cyclical players to do mine mechanics. These players use 4 short platforms with circles on them to gain the buff Terminal Oculus. Make sure everyone is on the plate at the same time. If it's activated by one person, the others will not receive the buff once they jump up. We like to quickly count down to jump on the platforms. Terminal Oculus is used to identify and shoot the correct mines. Once the buff is gained, you don't have to remain on the platform. The cycle of the mine mechanics is as follows. The absolute player calls out the ring color. The constant player finds a mine of that color and calls it out. The cyclical player analyzes if the colored mine is genuine or not. If it's genuine, it'll glow with a light. Once the team has found the correct color mine that's genuine, the absolute player can shoot it. Have a cyclical player run to pick up the Chronon and run it through the ring in the middle.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
White.
To the right.
Yes.
It's down.
I'm so good at picking names.
Take it back now, Miguel. Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Do this until the hourglass underneath the ring is full. Shoot the Vex Cube underneath the hourglass when you're ready to start damage. Once shot, platforms will appear at the front left and back right of the arena. Take the platforms up and immediately begin mechanics before your buffs run out. There are 4 towers that need to be activated. There are 3 Vex diamonds in a triangle around each tower. The cyclical and constant player should stand in the spot where they cannot see a diamond, but where it should be. The absolute player activates the remaining diamond. Once all 4 towers are active, damage will start. Damage phase. Give the boss all the ammo and abilities you have while dodging the beam of Radiolarian from the top of the boss. During damage, one player, typically the player on Tractor Cannon, should be looking for a colored ring to spawn. Find the Chronon on the ground that matches the ring, pick it up and run it through the ring. You're able to keep debuffing the boss and popping super while you do this mechanic. Once you deplete the boss's health entirely, get off. It looks cool, but staying on the boss will kill you. Get your loot, spin some spoils, and run it back. Hope this helps, Guardians. Bye!
Guys, we're gonna wipe. We're gonna wipe.
Good job, bro.
I'm killing him.
Shoot the heart. Shoot the heart.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's scary.
Decoherence imminent. I'm getting out of that beam. I don't like that.
Everybody hide.
Oh no.
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the videos on screen for more Destiny 2 content. Bye!